Menu narration option is set tough.
Said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Texas A&M's offense will have the football first. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling, the temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, Nick, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. A quick pass to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking for a gap. It's Woods. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Caught over the middle. It's Jean-Pierre. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. He's looking downfield to throw. Makes the catch. It's Shaw. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there getting that first.
Wants to go up top on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. With the catch, it's Jean-Pierre. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tigers offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man.
Turning it on! Got the first down and more. At the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Woods. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Aggies can really attack on this second and short. On the run, it's Woods. Oh, he's got a chance. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. That's reeled in. It's Jean-Pierre. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Looking downfield on first down. Hauls it in. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Coming out with it, it's Hill. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal, 10-7. Looking to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Green. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And to have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire...
Pulls it in down the sideline. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
This is so great to see, and it's such a big part of the evolution in college football today with spread offense, up-tempo, RPO game. QBs have got to be great with their ball mechanics in the play-action game, and you saw a great example of that right there.
He breaks a tackle. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds at the 34. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll leave it with him. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the...
Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the move from inside his 5.
I think that's one the kick returner is going to want to take back. That was a ball he probably should have let run through the end zone, give themselves better field position, but now they are way back.
Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Oh, they're after him. And the pass falls incomplete, and we are through 1 quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. He's got great speed. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got him right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Off the play fake. Moving away from pressure. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, first down. Using his legs, it's Schwab. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. And the Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Leaves it with the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
Give to the running back. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
I think a trait of a running back that you really look for is a guy that can bust tackles. Man, a guy that can make something out of nothing when it's not there. And just a really good job breaking the tackle, continuing to keep the play alive, and never quit.
And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll try to run for it. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short.
Well, you got to give this offense a lot of credit because they've been really physical, and they've been doing a nice job running the football on this drive, getting themselves into this position, third down in the red zone. They've got a 4-point lead. Obviously, a huge third down here, but even if they don't get it, they can kick the field goal and make this a 7-point game. Obviously, they're thinking touchdown, try to make this a 2-possession game.
And off to the single back. Oh, he's got some space. Gets him away from trouble. That's a pickup of 6. Mark it at the 10. And the Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Might as well stick with him. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Makes the catch near the 50. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They go to the ground.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
They'll give it to the back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Misses receiver there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Quick strike complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to fire. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half. Because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Jean-Pierre. There he goes. The touchdown, Aggie. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
On the run from inside his own 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. He'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking for a huge play. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
He's not afraid to go deep. Fires into traffic, picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And I think this offensive coordinator is going to be frustrated with his quarterback. You got the lead. You want to get more points. You want to be aggressive. But you cannot put the ball in harm's way near midfield. Now you've given the defense a chance to now go score points and maybe take the lead in this football game.
Inside the 25, stopped at the 24. Clock will stop to move the chains. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Jean-Pierre. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Send the tight end in motion. Running it to the right. Shakes off the defender. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Puts it out of the air. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. And he will score. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Really nice job on their final drive of the first half, David. Calm, cool, collected. They had balance, excellent execution. They're going to take a lead in here at halftime.
It's so much easier to go into half with that positive momentum, that positive juice. Now we can point to what we just did. Great job taking the lead. Now you go make your halftime adjustments.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking downfield on first down. The short hands, it's Hill. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They're going back to the ground. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Trying play action. Flushed out of the pocket. Rolling right and going deep. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Bringing it back. He gets the pick, but not the pick six as they're able to run him out of bounds and limit the damage to wrap up the half. Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. He'll bring it out. It's Green. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. Tries to get it on the ground. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Well, you got to have a lot of confidence in your offensive line to go forward in that situation of the field at this juncture of the game, but this head coach does, and his offense shows you why. Great job up front getting some push, and the running back knew exactly where he needed to go.
They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
That guy might not be the tallest wide receiver in the world, but he sure is quick coming out of his break, and he shows you on that slant throw.
To the ground with the back. There he goes. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Tigers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. A run to the right. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
Just steamrolling the defense. Touchdown LSU! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and the ability up front and the belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Spits it out to the back. Caught close to the marker. It's Shaw. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. This offense is feeling itself right now, and momentum's coming along with them. Looking to throw on first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Jean-Pierre. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
See, I like this tight end because he's not just running flat routes and little stick routes and drags. This guy can get vertically down the field. He showed you his speed there running the crosser.
That's caught. It's Jean-Pierre.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Looking to the big tight end. Makes a connection. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. to throw again. With the catch, it's Jean-Pierre. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's the danger. When you've got a receiver like that, if you blitz and you're playing man coverage, he's one-on-one, and he's going to burn you if you don't get home to the quarterback.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it.
Well, you just sort of felt like this defense had to do something to get this quarterback out of a rhythm, right? He's been picking them apart all drive long, and finally they come up with a sack.
And they decide to trot out the kicker. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Nestled just inside that right upright. That'll cut the lead to 28-27. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, the ground game. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Right back to the well. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. LSU right back to the line. They try to get it outside on the left. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're... When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
Snuff. Behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Now the play fake. Using his feet to buy time. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Touchdown Tigers! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the place for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put total leather. So first down, we'll open up the final period. The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The play action fake. Throws for the tight end. Got his man to the left. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
They'll try to sneak it. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it will go his way. A&M comes back out with another first down. The give out of the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Back to pass on second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. They get him on the ground, but that'll be enough to give Texas A&M a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And the Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Quickly out to the tight end. Corralled and brought down by the defense. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
The Aggies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Right back to the well. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him, made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
Got it in the middle. It's Jean-Pierre. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances, and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get...
Touchdown, Aggie! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Yeah, I tell you what, great job by this offense. Great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your two-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the fourth quarter when you need the two-point conversion?
He's not going to make it in as this defense comes up with the stop on the two-point conversion to hold on to their lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
The defense... at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Looking to take a shot. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, this defense has their hands full. They're dealing with a quarterback that is pinpoint accurate, making good decisions, and they're dealing with a wide receiving group that has a lot of speed and some burners on the perimeter. They might want to think about playing some more zone coverage moving forward. That's now 3 passing TDs they've allowed.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Pulls it in. It's Diggs. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Got room to work.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Texas A&M going up tempo. Looking to throw on first down. Out of the backfield, he's open. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Aggies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Blasted as he lets it go. Finds his man. It's Jean-Pierre. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Pass interference. Defense.
So they'll decline the pass interference penalty, and the results of the play will stand. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. To the air on first down. Right on the money.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep them in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
Got a man. It's Diggs. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender.
Oh, they blocked it. Scoops it up, and he's going to try to take it back. He's running free down the middle. The 20. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1. Just put a little bit of distance in this game and try to put it on ice.
And the defense just trying to fight to stay in the ball game. That should be the final blow. No more hope, but good fight to the end.
And the jumbo formation is on the field as they line up for the 2 points. Forward. He gets into the end zone for the 2, and that is big. It's now a 3-possession game.
Some running backs just have a nose for the end zone. That guy did a great job there in the 2-point play, running that one in.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. The deficit is large, hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
Made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys aren't quitting late.
Yeah, which is a real thing, by the way. Who's going to compete to the final whistle? What do we talk about all the time? Coaches are always preaching to these guys. Don't worry about the scoreboard. Just compete as hard as you can. So, good opportunity to try to finish this game with something positive.
That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Wants to go up top on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Racing down the left side. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Aggies.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an right in the middle. It'll be second down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
So now it's second and long. Might be calling a hot route. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Catch in the middle. It's Hansen. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. Offense threatening. First and 10 from the 31. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Schwab. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Holding. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. They're just making things harder now. It's 1st and 20.
Football 7. Football down.
On the run, it's Schwab. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense to... It's this guy.
Brings up 3rd down.
Going to the ground. That will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this